Story 1. The Vanishing Cabin. Deep in the heart of a secluded forest stood a small rustic cabin, a serene escape for a group of friends seeking solace from their chaotic lives. They arrived, laughter and optimism filling the air, ready for a weekend of bonding and relaxation. But as night descended and the inky darkness enveloped them, strange occurrences began to unsettle the cabin's peaceful aura. Faint whispers, like the rustling leaves of the ancient trees, filled the air, echoing sinister secrets. The friends huddled together, their unease growing. And then, without warning, the horror began. One by one, they vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the chilling echoes of their desperate screams, lost forever in the ominous woods. The cabin, once a haven, became a malevolent entity, concealing the grim fate of those who dared to seek refuge within its walls. The mystery of the vanishing cabin remains, a haunting enigma that serves as a stark warning for those who venture into the depths of the wilderness, seeking the unknown. Story 2. The Haunting Portrait. In a grand, centuries-old mansion, a sinister secret lay shrouded within its ornate decor. Among the countless artworks that adorned its walls, there was one that drew particular attention, a portrait of a woman with eyes that seemed to follow anyone who dared to meet her gaze. Guests who stayed the night often spoke of restless, nightmarish dreams, filled with torment and anguish. But it was the ones who spent the most time in the portrait's presence who suffered the most. They would be found lifeless, their faces contorted into expressions of sheer terror, as if they had witnessed something unspeakable. The mansion's enigmatic painting held a malevolent power, a force that transcended reality, and anyone who dared to stay in its presence paid a heavy price. The chilling legend of the haunting portrait would forever cast a shadow over the mansion, leaving behind an aura of dread and despair that no one could ignore. Story 3. The Haunted Doll. In a quaint suburban home, nestled in the heart of a peaceful neighborhood, there resided a family that, at first, could not have been happier. Their lives were simple, filled with laughter and love, until an unexpected visitor arrived. A vintage doll, a cherished childhood relic of the mother. The doll, once a symbol of comfort and nostalgia, soon revealed a malevolence that shattered the family's tranquility. The youngest daughter claimed that the doll spoke to her in the dead of night, its voice a sinister whisper revealing dark secrets. As the doll's influence grew, the young girl's behavior changed, becoming increasingly erratic and menacing. Unexplainable accidents plagued the household, leading to injuries and terror. The family could no longer ignore the fact that their cherished doll had become a vessel of pure malevolence, and they knew they had to rid themselves of its sinister presence. Yet, in their desperate attempts to banish it, they would discover that the doll had other, more sinister plans for them all, and the nightmare that followed would be a chilling testament to the enduring power of evil objects. Story 4. The Ghostly Hitchhiker. On a desolate, moonless night, a seemingly endless highway stretched out, shrouded in darkness. It was a road less traveled, lonely and desolate, where few dared to venture. Yet on these nights, a mysterious figure would appear, a hitchhiker, standing by the roadside, waiting for a ride. Those who offered a lift to this forlorn soul would soon find themselves entangled in a haunting tale. The hitchhiker would begin to speak, sharing chilling stories of tragedy and death, tales that sent shivers down the spine. As the drivers continued down the forsaken highway, they would arrive at their destination only to discover the hitchhiker had vanished, leaving behind only an icy, lingering dread. These encounters left those who experienced them with a profound unease, as if they had unwittingly become part of a sinister, inexplicable narrative, a curse that bound them to the highway and its eternal secrets. Story 5. The Disappearing Town. In a quaint and close-knit town, life unfolded in peace and serenity, seemingly untouched by the chaos of the outside world. However, beneath this facade of idyllic calmness lay a dark secret that would shatter the very foundations of the community. One morning, the residents awoke to a chilling reality. Their town had inexplicably vanished from all maps, GPS systems, and even the memories of outsiders. A sense of profound isolation and unease settled upon the townsfolk as they tried to comprehend their newfound obscurity. Some, driven by curiosity and desperation, ventured into the surrounding forest to seek answers, but none of them ever returned. Those who remained behind lived in perpetual fear, haunted by the possibility that one day the town itself would disappear entirely, leaving nothing but a lingering memory in the minds of those who were fortunate enough to have never crossed its borders. The once sacred sense of community had turned into an eerie and inexplicable enigma, a riddle with no solution, and no escape from its sinister grasp. Story 6. The Whispering Well. In a remote and forgotten village, tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the modern world, there existed a well with a sinister reputation. The villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, for they knew of its dangerous odor. This well was said to whisper secrets and visions to those who dared to listen closely. At first, the revelations were enchanting, drawing the villagers in with promises of hidden knowledge. But as time passed, the well's revelations grew darker, more foreboding. Those who visited the well began to experience relentless nightmares, their sanity slowly unraveling. Desperate to escape the relentless grip of the well's sinister magic, the villagers sealed it, hoping to contain the malevolence. But the well was not so easily silenced. Its whispers continued, haunting the village, and one by one, the villagers succumbed to madness and despair. The once peaceful community had become a ghost town, forever marked by the well's sinister influence. The village, once a haven, was now a place of eternal torment, a testament to the inescapable power of darkness.